So if you're looking for a good pH test kit, look no further. This, in my mind, is the premium meter. So I've been growing hydroponically for about 10, 11, 12, something like that years. Let me just save you some grief when it comes to testing for pH. By the APA, and it's the model PH60. Not sponsored, any of this. But I figured other people might want to know because I've spent a number of dollars chucking out garbage meters, pH test strips, and I've found literally two things that work reliably and consistently. That's my go-to. I'm absolutely pumped that I got that thing. And if you don't want to spend the money, just get the pH kit from General Hydroponics, I think. Yeah, General Hydroponics. Reliable all the time. And in this video, I'll just show you what the comparison is, what the meter reads versus what the color looks like on here, just to help the beginners out. And you by no means need the meter as well. The color coding system is easy enough on this to get you in your range. But some of the questions I had with this was there's a range of 5 to 6, and 5.5 to 6.5 is where I like to keep my nutrients kind of at. There is a 6 to a 6.5. But what does a 5.5 look like? So here we can see our starting pH, and I was lucky I could get this right to my reservoir. It's just about bang on 5.5. So let's see what that color looks like with the test kit. So there is the resulting color, and to me it looks more like a 5 than a 5.5. Like it looks exactly like a 5 to me. So this is kind of where I ended up getting the meter. It's too tough to read the in-betweens, you know? I mean, will it work? Yeah, fine. Because if I was doing this without this kit, I would be pH upping as well and get it to a nice yellow where my 6 is my happy medium spot. But that's what it looks like anyway. This container is also faded here. Let me grab a bottle that hasn't been sitting out in the sun, and a new bottle, and we'll see if that makes this more apparent. So here's a new bottle that's not faded. It's actually the one I use in the thumbnail too. And you know, that might be my problem right there. That looks much more like a 5.5. You can see that there's still some yellow and stuff in there. So maybe it's my own bad for leaving a container to get sun bleached, especially when that ends up being the one that you're using for measuring for comparison. So I would show you the other pH testers and test strips that I've tried, but as you can see, I've done a pretty good, well, I think it's a pretty good job of organizing my grow, whatever you call this, cabinet, pantry, closet, and I just chucked them out because they were worthless to me. They're not reliable, and anything that's not reliable, get it out of here. I don't want it messing with my plants. Okay, so the first question some of you might have is, what about if that pH meter, this thing isn't calibrated and that wasn't 5.5? We can also check it the other way. I do have some calibration solution. This is right on pH of 7. So I'm just going to do the exact same pH test and put some drops in there, and we'll see what that color looks like. If I were to complain about one thing about that General Hydroponics kit, it would simply be that the dripper in there. Not a big fan of that. So here, not too happy on that one. That's a little bit further out. You've seen me pour the solution. It's a pH test solution. And this to me looks a lot more like a 6.5 than it does like a 7. Now that same solution with the pH tester, 6.97. So I believe the solution and this meter are right, and there's a small error with the General Hydroponics kit. Okay, that being said, I'm not dissing this kit at all. I used this for a long time and it worked just fine. If you're on a budget option, One of these things will last you for a long time. Check your pH in a reservoir maybe once a week, and you'll be laughing. If you see anything, as a guideline, if you see anything on the higher side, just shoot for 6. 6 is where I always used to hit, or that was my target, because then if the test is a little bit too low or a little bit too high, at least you're in the range where the plants are being able to take up whatever nutrients they want. Hopefully that was helpful. The next video that's coming up on the channel is going to be probably, you might already have seen it in the background, there's an acid blend. Oh man, this is hard to do in mirror. There we go. There's an acid blend back there. I'm going to see if I can make a pH up that is citric acid. So we'll see how that kind of turns out. That's coming up next.